Hi, everybody. I'm Marcelle from Enlighten My Health, and this is.
And I'm Tamara from Elevate Hypnotherapy.
And together we are creating an incredible weight management retreat, which we will talk to you about at the end. But we're here today to talk about the Hypnotic Virtual Gastric Band.
Yes, I'm going to share today a little bit about my experience because I had some weight to lose, and as a hypnotherapist, I thought, well, I know the best treatment available to me to help me to reduce my portion sizes and also to focus more on healthy eating and tune into my body was to do the actual virtual gastric band on myself.
So, how's it actually been going, Tamara?
It's been going really, really well. I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about my results just to start with. So far, my results are I've actually lost more than 15 centimeters over my whole body. That includes bust, waist, and hips. And so I'm really, really excited about the results so far. And just, I haven't been really focusing on the weight on the scales as much. I prefer to do the measurements. But just in the last few weeks, I've lost nearly 3 kilos now. So it seems to be shifting. It's really amazing. I feel incredible. I'm really excited that I'm actually not as hungry as I used to be anymore, which is really, really good. So after the very first one, the first session, the first things that I noticed was I felt fuller. So that was the first thing from the first session. I felt full. After about, would have been 4 or 5 days, I started to notice that after eating meals, I could really feel super full. Like if I ate too much, it was uncomfortably full. And it was
that's amazing, because the whole thing, and especially even after the first session, is that you go through the procedure virtually and your stomach shrinks to the size of a golf ball. So if you think about how little food that is, it makes total sense what you're saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so at that point, I guess I was still eating normal sized portions, but my body, I was just really tuned in to listening to my body, and I could feel that really, really full. So then after that, I noticed that I started to reduce my portions. And so that was after the first session. Then we did the second session. And so what I wanted to talk about with that one was that after 3 to 4 days, probably around day 4, I actually went from eating 3 meals and snacks down to 2 meals and small, portions like this on a little plate. I didn't bring the plate with me, but I should have. But a small side plate of food.
Yeah. Wow.
And so what was happening also for me after that session is that I'm not interested in eating until around 12 to 1 o'clock in the day.
So you're actually fasting in a way. You're kind of doing intermittent, the 16-8, intermittent fasting.
I think exactly. That's exactly what's happened, but it's sort of happened naturally. I haven't forced anything. It's just been this natural progression that's happened within me. So I eat my meal the night before 7 o'clock, and then I'm not eating again until 12, 1 o'clock. And I'm literally not even looking for food, not worried about food. I'm drinking water, lots and lots of water, and herbal teas. So, and then I eat my first meal at 12 or 1 o'clock. And that's been going on and on and on now since March. So, and I'm feeling really good. I don't feel like I'm missing out. The other thing I just thought of too that I've noticed is a massive increase in my drinking of water, of filtered water, way more than I ever did before. And I know that that's part of what we sort of do with our hypnosis and the virtual gastric band, is that we actually program you to drink more clean, crystal clear, beautiful, healthy water. And that's something that happened to me after the very first session. So that's really interesting as well. Yeah.
Wow, incredible. And, you know, drinking all that water is flushing out all those toxins from your system. Amazing. So, you mentioned something at the beginning, Tamara, which I thought was interesting. You were talking about the weight versus the measurements, because I know with my clients, my virtual gastric band clients, I've definitely noticed with some of them that the weight itself comes off quite slowly, but when they are consistent, they get the most amazing results in terms of the centimeters lost from across their body. And it's unreal, because one of my women, she said she's fitting into a pair of jeans that she had not worn for about 4 or 5 years. And she was just fitting into them. And when you saw her on the scale, she hadn't actually lost that much in terms of weight, but in terms of centimeters she had. So I think every person is actually different, because I get some clients losing like 8-10 kilograms and others losing a smaller amount. Every body is different. I think the key with this is actually to be consistent. You know, people are so impatient with weight loss. Like if they don't lose 10 kilos in the first month, they think, okay, that's it. I'm just may as well eat whatever I want to eat. But what you're saying is you are being consistent for the last 3 or so months, and look at the centimeters you've already lost. And I mean, you're eating 2 meals a day. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And I think that's the really key point too, that, you know, the size of the meals has gone down to just 2 small meals, and I'm not looking for other food. I'm not looking to top up with sugar and any of those things. So I think it's actually a really sort of natural thing. It's felt very natural. And I think that's a really lovely part of the program with the virtual gastric band, is that it's actually a very subtle. You've really got to be tuned into your body and really listening, because often we don't listen to what our bodies are telling us. And that's how we overeat and do all the things that are not really good for us. So tuning in, listening to your body and noticing the subtle changes and just really relaxing into that and going with it has just allowed me to continue this, you know, succession of months of just consistency without even thinking about it. Okay, so it's really, really amazed me. And the reason why I did it on myself was because I want to experience this to be able to share with my potential clients and our potential clients, of course. And so with I wanted to just talk a little bit about your clients. Do you have any experience with the same kind of reduction in meal sizes or any cravings that are disappearing? It would be really good to hear more about that.
So my favorite story from one of my clients is this woman came to me, and she used to eat, would you believe, an entire loaf of Sonoma bread every day, but covered, Tamara, in butter. Seriously, covered in butter. And that's how she was in the beginning. By the end of her going through the virtual gastric band procedure with me, she now eats every second day between 1 and 2 slices of bread.
Wow.
That's it. So she has 2 meals a day as well. She was eating all day, every day. She has 2 meals a day, and her bread is every second day 1 or 2 slices. It's just amazing.
It's incredible.
She's satisfied with that. She's totally satisfied with that. So it's really quite mind-blowing, the effects that you can get from this virtual procedure without needing to go to the hospital, have the anesthetic, have all the side effects. And you know what's amazing as well? When people have the real gastric band or the sleeve or whatever, 90% of them actually put the weight back on. But I think what's so powerful about hypnosis is we actually dealing with the subconscious mind and the programs and the patterns in the subconscious mind. So we're literally taking that old computer program and we're rewriting it with a new computer program. And that's why they get permanent change. And this, I think it's about 90% success rate, this hypnotic virtual gastric band. So that's why we wanted to come together and create an opportunity for women to have this procedure done over a 3-day retreat. So Tamara and I will basically be running the hypnosis sessions, It will be made up of 3 sessions, which will give you the full procedure. Plus, there's yoga and meditations and all other things thrown in. So very, very powerful. Like literally, you can transform your life in 3 days.
You can, and you'll walk out of that retreat with all your reprogramming done, all the bad habits dealt with, and you'll be able to sort of stride into your new life with new outlook on your health and future, and feel confident knowing that you're going to get the results that you've always looked for. So I really feel like it's going to be such an extraordinary 3 days for so many women, and I can't wait to welcome you.
Absolutely. It's going to be, I think, actually life-changing. And you know what's also exciting, because we're going to be a group of women, it's going to be like this like-minded group of women that's going to create this community and this supportive community. And it won't end after the 3 days of the retreat. We will have continued support, Facebook groups, and people will, you know, set up friendships and supports and accountabilities. And it's an amazing opportunity for people basically to change their relationship with food.
Absolutely. It's going to be a long-term relationship with lifetime support. So it's absolutely an amazing opportunity. And yeah, I think it's exciting. And if you've got any questions or want any more information at all, please just drop us a little comment below and we'll be able to get in contact with you. Have a little phone call and just see whether or not this retreat might be something that we can help you with. Yeah,
absolutely. We can put the link. We can put the link to the website in the comments as well. So we look forward to seeing you at our retreat. Okay. Well, Tamara, thanks for sharing all that with us. It's so exciting, the results that you've gotten so far.
Very exciting.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.